When you're selling anything, you usually want to sell it for the greatest profit possible. This happens when there's a high demand for an item and limited supply. In the real estate market, that time is right now. If you're considering about selling your home this year, here are the reasons why now is the time to do it. Now let's dive right in. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about working, eating, sleeping, living, playing, and many other things here in the Maryland or DC area, then make sure you hit the subscribe button right below. Click the little bell so you're notified every single time we do a video. And if you're thinking about moving, relocating, or coming here to stay, make sure to give me a call, shoot me an email, or send me a text message. Starting off, demand is very strong this year. Economists are predicting a flaming hot spring for the housing market, with spring 2021 in the books as one of the most difficult periods ever for American homebuyers. Spring 2022 isn't looking much better already. The exceptionally low inventory of available houses on the market added to the difficulties experienced by homebuyers last spring. Going into spring 2022, the situation doesn't seem to have rebounded. According to the National Association of Realtors, the United States housing market had an inventory of 910,000 unsold existing homes at the end of December 2021. Not a lot. And this period of low inventory has been matched with increasing pending home sales, resulting in a supply of only 1.8 months. Pending sales increased by 7.5% between September and October of 2021, only to dip slightly in November by 2.2% due to high house prices and insufficient inventory at the time. There was less pending home sales action this time around, which ascribed to low housing supply, but also to buyers being hesitant about home prices. The showing time showing index measures the average number of monthly buyer showings on active residential properties and is a highly dependable leading indication of present and future buyer demands. According to the most recent report, last December was the most busy month in 5 years. Buyers are highly active in the winter, according to the data, and last December, which was already a stronger than usual winter, had even more showings. Remember, you want to sell with something when there is a high demand for it. That time is now. Number 4, housing supply is extremely limited. Realtor.com publishes statistics on the amount of active residential real estate listings each month, listings currently for sale. According to the most recent data, the current monthly number is the lowest we've seen in any January since 2017. And don't forget, the greatest time to sell an item is when there is a limited supply of it available, and this graph clearly demonstrates today's severely low housing supply. Number 3, even though supply is at a historic low, home sales are at a 15-year high. According to the latest existing home sales report from the National Association of Realtors, existing home sales totaled 6.12 million in 2021, the highest annual level since 2006. This means the market is hot and homeowners are in a great place to sell now while sales are strong. NAR also reports available listings by calculating the current month's supply of inventory. They explain, month's supply refers to the number of months it will take for the current inventory of homes on the market to sell given the current sales price. The current 1.8 month supply is the lowest ever reported. Here are the December numbers over the last 5 years. The ratio of buyers to sellers favors homeowners right now to a greater degree than any other time in history. Buyer demand is high and supply is low. That gives sellers like you an incredible opportunity. Number 2, housing market conditions. The real estate market may fluctuate with the seasons, but there are also broader market forces that can influence housing prices, inventory, and current interest rates. For example, mortgage rates tend to follow the Federal Reserve's interest rate. The Fed lowered their rate in response to the COVID-19 pandemic and related economic struggles. In 2020, mortgage rates also dropped. Even when house prices are low, you'll want to consider how mortgage interest rates affect your total expenditure over the life of the loan. The apparent savings from a good purchase price on a house may be quickly offset by a high interest rate. Many home buyers are taking advantage of this chance to save big on interest. Even though demand and prices have gone up, plenty of people are finding it a good time to buy a house. Bear in mind that housing market trends may vary by location. Specific cities or even neighborhoods may see trends that differ from the overall market. If you're moving to a hot city or neighborhood, you might encounter higher prices and lower inventory. The economy has seen some significant high and low points over the last year, but in the housing market, the economic recovery is expected to support continued housing market activity despite low housing inventory and high home prices. With that, you may have to hold off for quite a while if you're waiting for lower prices and less competition. Number 1 is personal readiness. It's hard to overstate the importance of personal readiness when determining whether you should buy a house, because typically when you're selling, you also need to buy another property. No matter the season, you want to make sure your credit is in good shape and your debt is under control before buying a house. You'll want to feel secure in your employment and income. You're ready to commit to living in a specific area and prepared to handle the various costs of home ownership. As you know, when buying a house, timing your purchase can feel all important. However, each season brings with it both positive and negative factors when shopping for a home, including inventory, competition, and prices. Ultimately though, the best time to buy a house and get a mortgage comes down to your readiness, financial and otherwise. One of the most important steps you can take to make sure you're ready to begin house hunting is to get pre-approved for a mortgage. Starting the home buying process with a pre-approval in hand will make you more confident in your financial situation and more aware of how much house you can actually afford. It'll also make you more attractive buyer when you see a home and you want to pounce on and actually move on, put an offer on it. Bottom line, there are a lot of pros and cons to buying a house, so it's important to know when to start the process. Start by comparing home prices in your area to your income. If you do decide you want to buy a home, if you agree the best time to sell anything is when the demand is high and supply is low, let's connect to begin discussing the process of listing your house today. I hope you found all this information helpful. Thank you for watching, and if there's anything you think I forgot to include that somebody should know before selling your house, please leave it down in the comment section below this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share and subscribe, and if you found this video useful, check out this video right here to my left. That's it for now. See you at the next video.